I was actually playing the game a little bit to begin with. I would promote a protest and I would put, I am going to report on this protest, but obviously I was just promoting it, right? But I was playing the game so that I didn't get arrested, because other people in this space were getting arrested for incitement, which was, encouraging people to attend protest, encouraging them to not wear a mask or whatever. Anyway, I played the game for about 8 months or so, and I just got sick of playing the game. And then I started promoting protests and saying, I'm going, you should go too, and stand up for your human rights. And about a week after that, I got arrested for incitement. So just so that your audience understands, incitement is supposed to be, for example, if I encourage you to do an armed robbery and you do it because I coerced you into it, I'm also culpable of that crime. But in this scenario, they also found a loophole in the criminal system, because I was encouraging people to break COVID restrictions. That's very true, I was. But breaking COVID restrictions is only a fine. It's not a criminal offense, but yet inciting people to break that COVID restriction became a criminal offense. It's like if I tell you to park in a no parking zone and you get a ticket and I get criminally charged. That's how frivolous it really is. So, but this was a tactic that they were using to silence people who had a voice. What they would do is they would give you bail conditions that disabled you from being able to speak online. Now, I was just in the right position at that time. I have no young children. I have a very supportive family, network, community, etc. I was in the position to say no to the bail conditions and try to set a precedent so that they can't use this loophole to silence people. So the two worst bail conditions, there was like 15 bail conditions. The original ones, they even wanted to shut down my bank account and all sorts of stuff. But the ones that were in front of the magistrate at the time, that I'll just tell you two of them, is I had a big website at the time. It was getting 50 to 100,000 views a week. I'm telling you that because obviously it was the service that people wanted, or else they wouldn't have been looking all the time. And 100,000 email subscribers, things like that. So it was obviously important at that time. They wanted me to take everything off the website within 24 hours of signing the bail conditions that was in opposition to the COVID restrictions, not encouraging people to break COVID restrictions. That would make sense according to the charge. But anything that was literally just in opposition to the restrictions themselves. The whole website was in opposition to the restrictions. Plus, I was the vice president of a political party at the time in opposition to the current government. How could I possibly do my job if I wasn't allowed to speak? So anyway, they wanted me to delete that. Then they wanted me to not speak against the COVID restrictions, even in the comfort of my own home, for example. So I didn't sign the bail conditions. I went to prison for 22 days in solitary confinement because I wouldn't take a PCR test. And we appealed those bail conditions and won. And so the next person like me that they tried to silence in that way, they were only able to give my amended bail conditions to them. And I just want to reiterate, I've finished my spiel now, but I just want to just reiterate something that's really important, is that there are a lot of people that would have done what I did. But they weren't given the opportunity to, or they didn't have the lifestyle situation. Like if you've got children, if you've got a different sort of lifestyle, you're not called to do, for example, what I did. I was just the right person at the right time. So I just wanted to say I'm like not more courageous than anyone else. I was just like there and I said yes to the calling. But we all can be courageous in our own way. And I'm the lucky one in some ways because I get the public gratification for my sacrifice, whereas a lot of people at home, they are putting flyers and letterbox drops every day and no one's telling them well done, So I kind of am blessed that I got to do that.
I love Delingpole. Listen all the time, subscribe with me.